Winston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya! Creature features, and all creatures, and all creatures! And the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Don't get you tonight.
Good evening and welcome to episode 409 of Creature Features. Livingston, did you know that the American cleaning product 409 was invented in 1957 by Morris D. Roof and was named for the birthday of his lovely wife, which fell on April 9th?
I have no response to that.
This is the reason why we have such great difficulty acquiring guests for our program. As you likely already know, I am your host, Vincent. The rather rude and quite unpleasant man over to this side is the grumbling butler, Mr. Livingston, while the delightful wee darling to this side would be my coy and mild-mannered housemate, Miss Tangela. And we have a most incredible itinerary for you tonight. First off, we shall present for your viewing pleasure a wonderful film from 1966 titled Destination Inner Space. This gem of the silver screen plays off something like Creature from the Black Lagoon, but without the production quality of the latter, nor the exorbitant licensing fees. Starring Scott Brady, Wendy Wagner, and Sherry North, there's even a special appearance by Biff Elliott as Dr. Wilson. Tangela says that Biff portrayed Detective Mike Hammer in the 1953 film I, the Jury, and also played Schmitta in the Star Trek episode with the Horta.
The Devil in the Dark.
Don't change the subject. Joining us for a few segments will be Tracy the Plumber, who happens to be here.
Exterminator.
What?
She practices pest control during the plumbing off-season.
Wonderful. Joining us for a few segments will be Tracy the Exterminator, who happens to be here on business while coincidentally our previously scheduled guest opted to flake out. So don't go away, for this will be another night of Sea Monster Mousetrap Fright, right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned. Oh, look, Tangela, a Western pantsuit. It's only $17.98. Look at this. Western pantsuit, $17.98. And look, it comes with expensive-looking mock suede trim. So that means no suedes were injured in the making of this Western pantsuit. Let me read the advertisement. It goes, it's the look that's happening all over the fashion world. But only Free World has it for merely $17.98 American. This easygoing knit is 100% fashion from the expensive-looking stitch-accented mock suede Western yoke down to the modified flare of the Western chaps pants. Oh, you should order a set of these. You could wear these to formal events, you know. She's not listening to me. Anyways, welcome to the show. It's Creature Feature time. We are so happy that you could join us because if you were not here, I would have to just contend with these two. And between Pumpkinhead over here and Mr. Happy here, it's a sad night typically on a Saturday for me. But when you show up, things are much more fun and enjoyable, are they not?
I wouldn't know.
See, he wouldn't know. I thought we were having Tracy as a guest tonight.
She's cleaning up.
Oh, because she was exterminating things.
Yes.
And you get extermination residue on one's hand when you exterminate, do you not?
You have to clean up what you exterminate as well.
Oh, that type of cleanup. So it's like corpse disposal or something like that. Anyways, she'll be here soon. But in the meantime, we are going to show Destination into Space, 1966. This is a wonderful film. It looks like, what'd you say? It looked like a SeaWorld, the show?
Voyage to the bottom of the sea.
Voyage to the bottom of the sea. It looks like Voyage to the bottom of the sea. Plus there's a monster that looks like Creature from the Black Lagoon. And lots of women in bikinis, right?
Not really.
No women in bikinis. So no women in bikinis, but submarines and other undersea adventure equipment. So that's going to be a fun start. How you doing, Mr. Livingston?
I'm quite well, thank
What
you.
in God's name is this hideous thing behind my guest chair?
I was never introduced.
Oh, it's something to do with her. Is this something she dug up or just made?
I think she's done a bit of both.
No, I think that body size is a bit small, so I think it's something she made.
It could be female.
She's prepping for Halloween, you know. That's why. Next week is our Halloween episode, which is our season premiere. And big things are afoot, and she's looking forward to carving pumpkins. I was not going to allow her to carve pumpkins this year. But
Last year was a bit messy.
it was quite messy, but she promised this year she will use fresher pumpkins and will dispose of them immediately. Have you ever smelt a rotten pumpkin? It's not a good aroma, or is it an
Especially
odor?
when you have 20 of them.
It's an odor, is it not?
Oh, odoriferous.
All right, well, let's say we get this film started, and we will see you on the other side of the break. See you soon. Friends, don't forget we've got a second YouTube channel. It's at cfextras.com. You'll find all the extra stuff we create there, so don't miss out. Subscribe today. You know, Livingston, there's quite a bit of fish in this film.
Well, it is.
It's making me somewhat rather peckish for some fish and chips.
Well, after the show.
Perhaps Tangela could join us for the chips part. She won't. You don't like the French fries? She doesn't like chips. This is news to me. Last time we went someplace that had chips, she ate chips.
Lots
It's a
of
true
them.
story. Anyways, fun film, Destination Into Space. If you're just joining us, it was done in 1966, and in 1966, do you know what was special?
No.
Star Trek had just begun airing.
Ah, it was the first episode.
Was it the first episode? 1960? No, I think it was 65. Was it not?
I think it was 66.
66. All right, 1966. So Star Trek and Destination Into Space. What a coincidence! Outer space, inner space, fish, aliens, Captain Kirk, Commander Undersea Water Guy. It's like they're on a parallel universe, I think. I don't know.
Perhaps.
Anyways, what in God's name are you doing, Tangela? Show me. Oh, that's rather nice. Now, will it dry shiny or will it dry flat-like? Don't know.
Depends on the type of blood.
Is that real blood she's using? I think not. No, real blood is browner in color. Is it not?
Depends on where she got it.
Yeah, look at that face. I think she wants us to believe it's real blood, but I'm sure it's not. All right, enough of my babbling. Let's get back to the movie. When we come back, we're going to do some mail for you. And then do you suppose we'll have Tracy, the Exterminator,
She
here?
should be back by then.
All right, so we're going to do some mail when we come back from you. But in the meantime, let's get back to Destination Inner Space. Space. And we are back from Destination Inner Space. You know, inner space, I always believe, was in one's mind, not the ocean. What's the ocean called? The ocean
Undersea.
Undersea world. The undersea world of Mr. Livingston. Anyways, we're going to do some mail from you because you write us mail, and if we don't read this mail, it would be rather rude of us. So we will avoid that by reading your mail. What have you for me, Mr. Livingston?
Jennifer Butler from LaGrange, Georgia.
Jennifer Butler from LaGrange. You know
Sure.
that song by ZZ Top? LaGrange?
When the weather's fine and you've
Oh, I
got the
went
time.
down. Blah, 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 blah. All right, this is Jen from LaGrange, Georgia, and I watch you guys on YouTube. I think Vincent is just absolutely adorable. I told you. No, I'm like a teddy bear.
Oh, indeed.
Right, no. I just eat like one. But anyways, I was wondering how to subscribe to the paid channel, Jennifer Butler. Well, Jennifer, what you do is you go to Creature Features TV, and there's just a button there that says sign up, and then you sign up, and that's it, right?
That's it.
That's all there is to it. Thanks for writing. What's next, Mr. Livingston?
Josh Branson.
Josh Branson. That's a big letter. All right. Good afternoon. I just have a quick question about a mysterious movie I saw when I was little, and just wanted to see if you could all tell me what that movie was, as you all seem to be the experts. We sure have you fooled, sir. Been driving me crazy for decades. I was using ChatGPT. What's that?
I'll explain it to you later.
To see if it could help me figure out what it was, and eventually it led me to your YouTube channel. Well, whatever it is, it's wonderful if it's leading people to us, right?
Curious.
Here is a brief synopsis from what I can remember of it. A lighthouse or house near the beach, on a cliff, and a mute feral girl with long fingernails lived in it, and she attacked people, and maybe it's from the 70s. Any help you could provide would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your time, Josh. Tom, does this sound familiar to you?
It does.
What?
Can't think of it right now.
All right. If he thinks of it, we'll maybe pop it up on the comment section. So keep watching, Josh. Maybe you'll get the answer soon. Or, I think another viewer will probably put in the comments because they've seen it. Right. So thanks for writing. Last one?
Last one.
Logan
Tolliver from Hillsborough, California.
What's his name?
Logan Tolliver.
Logan Tolliver from Hillsborough. You know, that's a rich neighborhood.
Is it?
All the rich people live in Hillsborough.
No.
No, it's a true story. All right, dear Creature Features, who starts a letter with
Logan does.
The first word after Dear Creature Features is This will not end well.
He writes the way he speaks.
Oh, is that it? I don't really get your show. I tuned in expecting a horror movie, but instead there's this guy, Vincent Vandal, that's me, just talking the whole time. That's right, it's true.
Not the whole time.
Well, I am talking during the film, but they cannot see me talking during the film, but I do talk too much. Like, is he even the main character? And why is that Tangela breaking everything? Yeah, she does break things, but not everything.
Good question.
I thought she was supposed to be a monster or something, but she just runs around being weird. That old butler guy, Mr. Livingston, doesn't even look like he cares. Shouldn't he be helping more? And Andrew, what's his point? Is he just there to stand around? And Mrs. O'Connor with that weird voice. What even is that? People really don't talk like that, right? Well, they do in Ireland, right?
They do.
No, he's never been to Ireland. He's spent his entire life in Hillsborough. Yeah, get out of town now and then, Logan. All right, and he finishes off with, honestly, it feels like the show is confused about what it's supposed to be. I expected something scary, and it's just all over the place. Maybe you guys should figure out what you're doing. Sincerely, Logan Tolliver. I don't know how to respond to that, Logan. It's, I think some people like our show. Maybe people like you don't like our show, but that's okay, right?
That is okay.
We don't make our show for people like Logan in Hillsborough, do we? Although I bet we have some nice people in Hillsborough that like us, right?
And that was it.
You never know. All right, that's it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail of your own, go to Hello Creature Features. It's a a little place that'll tell you how to send us snail mail, or if you'd like to send a package, or if you'd like to send an angry scribe like Logan in Hillsborough, you can also email us as well. Visit Hello Creature Features. We'll be right back with Tracy this time, right?
Yes.
We'll be right back with Tracy after the next break. Don't go away. Here comes the film. Hello friends, Tangela and I would like to take a moment to compel you to join Creature Features TV. It is our new streaming service that offers you early access to Creature Features from your computer or your favorite set-top device. You can see the full archive of Creature Feature episodes, movies we've yet to present on the show, a library of items from the original program, plus many other items you won't find anywhere else. Your small yet generous subscription fee not only supports the operation of the service, but actually helps finance the creation of our show. It's a very inexpensive way to ensure that we'll be able to continue producing Creature Features for years to come. Not to mention it'll keep Tangela out of making mischief and wreaking havoc in the village as well. So please visit creaturefeaturestv.com to learn more. And thank you so much for your support. You do cause trouble.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to Creature Features. We're watching Destination Inner Space, finally, with Miss Tracy the Exterminator now. Now, you're typically a plumber when you visit us.
Yes, I am.
I didn't know you did extermination as well. Now, is this like, Livingston tells me this is an off-season thing you do?
It is. In the winter months, plumbing slows down for me for a little bit.
Right.
And so I go into the exterminating. I've always loved animals, and it's a healthy way to take them out of homes.
Animals exterminate them?
Well, I try to move them usually.
Oh,
yes.
Live capture.
Yes.
Live capture,
Yeah.
right. That's nice.
We are benevolent here.
You what?
We are benevolent in this
Oh,
household.
benevolence, nice. No, we try to be benevolent, but it doesn't always work out that way with Tangela.
That's another story.
So this is like extra money for you during the non-plumbing
It is.
times.
It is.
Right? No. Well, I suppose there's situations where one would not want to spend the holidays looking at toilets either, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, save that stuff for summer. Anyways, to catch up, this film is basically an undersea world film. It's got the typical underwater lab in the underwater submarines, and they just saw an underwater UFO.
Well, what?
And there's an underwater monster at some point. So it's all kinds of underwater stuff, which you do not exterminate fish, but that's
No.
okay.
Yes.
But you eat fish, right?
No.
You don't eat fish.
No.
So it's 2 out of 2. Will not eat the fish. How about chips? Do you eat chips?
Yes, with vinegar.
Oh, that's good. Vinegar?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a British thing. Use ketchup, or as they say, catsup. So, your little friend, I take it that's not a real...
No.
Oh, it's a squeaky
It's a
toy.
squeaky.
Tangela's dogs, one of her dogs will steal that from you.
No.
No, it's a sure thing. It will. That is a dog squeaky toy.
It's a human squeaky toy.
That's not a human. Humans do not play with squeaky toys, do they, Livingston?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. See,
Bat.
you learn something every day here in the Polter Mansion, right? All right, well, I'm going to signal we got to get back to this film, but when we come back, you're going to show us some of the devices you use
Yes.
in your line of work.
I am.
All right, let's get back to Destination Into Space. And when we come back, Tracy the Exterminator will show us how she does her dirty deeds.
Hello, this is Renee Oaks. I live in Hammond, Indiana. I love your movies. You show every the new ones. Thank you. Bye-bye. Happy Halloween.
Welcome back to Destination Inner Space. Yeah, I should have you announce the films. He has that silky baritone voice of his. Where to go? Welcome back to Destination Inner Space.
I don't think I speak that way.
Oh, see, he does it more when I point it out.
He does sound very baritone. Yes, you sound good voice.
In any case, welcome back. We also have Tracy the Exterminator, and she's going to show us a few of the tools of a trade. And I see you've got a green thing there. What is that?
This is called the Billy Bob.
The Billy Bob?
The Billy Bob.
Why is it called a Billy Bob?
I have no idea, but I love the name of Billy Bob.
Let me see the front. It's on the thing. The Billy Bob, there's a trademark next to it. Mm-hmm. The Billy Bob mousetrap.
It is. And so you take the bottom off.
Right.
You put your goodies in there. I love some peanut butter.
Goodies.
In there.
Right.
Then the mice crawl up.
Right.
They go in. They don't
that
check
tiny
out.
hole.
Yeah.
Show.
This tiny hole right there.
Mice cannot fit in that tiny hole.
You'd be surprised what mice can get into.
Oh,
they can
right.
really squeeze through
So
anything.
they climb up, and then they want to get to the food, they go down the tiny hole, and they drop into the food,
mm-hmm.
and they get food all over their little faces.
They have a buffet for a little bit.
But they live. This does not kill them.
Right. This does not kill them.
That's
It
good.
keeps them alive.
Right.
So this is a good one.
That's wonderful. All right. And then what's the other one?
This one, I like this one. They crawl. You put your food here.
Right.
They crawl in.
Turn it towards the camera so they can.
So they crawl in.
Right.
They get the food and then bloop. They dip
They
right
go
in.
bloop.
Yeah, they go bloop right into the bucket.
Oh, and this fits on top of a bucket.
It does. Right on top of a big bucket, which you see right here.
That looks like the old pickle buckets that they go into pickles.
Yes. So you put some
you
good
put
food
a mouse
in there.
into a bucket of pickles.
There's no pickles in there. I put more peanut butter in there.
Pickles and peanut butter? That's something somebody who's expecting might eat.
Yes.
No.
So
right.
I get a whole bunch of mice, rats.
All right, so you have a bunch of, so you have full buckets
I do.
Mice and rats. What do you do with them?
Well, they're adorable. So I go put them free in I have a beautiful meadow that I go put them in.
Right.
And set them free. But Tangela, I don't have to take them far here. She said just to put them at the house down the street. So I'm just putting them down the road.
Mr. Provost's house.
You're putting them in front of Timmy from Lassie's house?
I was just hired and told what to do, so that's all I've done.
You know, we need to have a talking to with this young woman.
We've done that 100 times.
Well, you know, she launches so much abuse towards that poor man has not done anything to her.
Well, he's called the police once or twice.
Well, for good reason. So, if I may say, take them back to this meadow of yours.
Okay.
Because I don't know what John Provost would do if he finds a mouse up front. He might squash the little beast, right?
And he has a dog.
And he has several dogs, so we have to be careful about this. All right, well, what do you say we get back to the film, and then when we come back, we'll look at some more of your exclusive tools of the trade. All right, off we go back to Destination Inner Space, and we shall see you after the break.
Hello, this is Mr. Livingston. It would appear I have been tasked with requesting you to help our show financially by visiting our Patreon page. Your generosity will help us keep Creature Features on the air. With only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new entertainment for your viewing pleasure each and every week. And if you have the desire to give more, you might even receive a gift from Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you. Ow! Verdammtes Kind. I see you down there. So eine Scheiße.
Tracy the Exterminator. How do you keep your hair so shiny and manageable when you're capturing beasts? Whereas I just sit in the chair and talk about movies and my hair goes to you know what.
It's all about the product you use.
That must be it. Anyways, welcome back to the show. We are watching Destination Inner Space, 1966. We are joined by Tracy the Plumber / Exterminator. And that's one of your traps.
This is one of my traps. I love this trap. This is a good trap.
And that's your squeaky mouse, right?
It is my little squeaky mouse.
Right. So how does this one work?
Well, you have to set it first, obviously, and then you put the goodies on the little thing in the back, and then he hops around in there. I caught myself a rat.
Look at that.
Yes.
And
I
he
caught a
cannot
rat.
get out
Cannot get out.
because it's all closed.
Yeah. So he's stuck in there, and then I drop him off at John's house.
You know, we need to change this policy of dropping off rodents in front of John Provost's house. He could call the Department of Health,
He could do that.
the Ministry of Mice. You know, it could be something like that. All right, so that's absolutely wonderful. And your little fellow is then released by you.
Yes.
So what's this giant one over here?
Well, you have quite the ground squirrel problem.
Ground squirrels.
Yes, you have a lot of ground squirrels. They're cute as can be, but you have
Right.
tons of them. There's holes.
Right.
And this is a wonderful trap because they can check into this one. There's little doors here.
Right.
They go in. You put some food in there. They go in. They can't get out.
Right.
And then I take them to the meadow or down the street.
Right. And that looks like it could hold quite a few.
Yes.
Oh, it's called the Squirrelinator?
Cute name, right?
What a nice name, the Squirrelinator. If you need to get rid of ground squirrels, that's the way to do it.
And they won't say, "I'll be back."
No, be
will
back.
not say
And
that.
then what is this?
Well,
device?
sometimes you run into a very smart rat, mouse, and this is my last resort because I don't prefer to use this. But your rat goes in here and zzz,
Oh, it's electric?
yeah.
Oh, show me. So it's like an electric chair for rodents?
Yes.
Oh, and I see the batteries go here, and there's a switch.
Yep.
So if I turn that on, then your rodent, I won't put him in, because he's rubber. Let me see. So if I remember my science correctly, rubber does not conduct electricity, so he would be safe. Well, this is wonderful. And then you can look to see, oh, look, yes, there's a dead mouse in there.
Feet
Right.
up. Yep.
Right. No, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's good. So, well, hopefully you catch them in the other thing more than this, because
Yes.
this is a thing of last resort. One would
Last
not-
resort. I don't like using that one.
All right. Well, what do you say we wrap up this film, and then when we come back, we will find out what you're doing next. We'll see what Tangela says about this whole process and her explanation for sending these down to John Provost's home. And we'll wrap up the show and say goodnight to you. So let's get back to Destination Inner Space. Don't go away. It gets scarier. So this film They used dynamite to kill the UFO and the monster. Will you cease with that silliness? You cannot give her toys because she's just a complete nuisance. I have a bone to pick with you, by the way. She told me that you instructed her to place the released rats and mice and other vermin at John Provost's house. Why in God's name would you do something like that? Oh, well, that's somewhat cruel, though. She claims that her dog loves chasing and catching the mice. You know what they do once they capture them? They shake the life out of them. It's like, that's what they call a dog a ratter, right? Because, no, this is your doing, not mine. She would have put him in a lovely meadow, and you had them instead sent to the dogs at John Provost's house. Her doing. Anyways, that wraps up that. Andrew!
Yes.
What in God's name are you doing here? Just hanging out? Livingston had things to do, so he decided to just stand in his place. That's a nice shirt. I recognize some of these characters.
It's casual Saturday.
Yeah, they're nice. And the flowers. I think it's important that they add flowers.
It softens the mood.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's a nightmarish Hawaiian shirt.
I was going to say, they need to do something to make it Hawaiian, and that's what they did. Very nice. All right, well, what's next for Tracy? The exterminator or the plumber?
Exterminating.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm going to go to Jenner's, my next stop. There's
Right.
a lady that has bats in the attic. Batic.
She's got a attic with bats.
Yes.
So will you, coax them out, or do you have to use one of your many traps to do that?
I'm going to try to go up there at night and put moths up in the attic to see if that might chase them off.
Right.
And then hopefully that works. If not, I'm going to have to do traps.
What
I
what
love
do you
bats.
smell?
It smells cheese.
Oh, he likes cheese,
Well, there is cheese in
No, stay away from that. So you're going to get bats, and then you're going to go back to plumbing at some point, right?
Maybe.
Well,
I do love being around the animals and being outside and moving them to safe places like the meadow or down the road.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Yes, anytime.
We hope you'll come sit in front of the camera again another time. As far as you guys go, thank you so much for watching our program tonight. We know you could have been dealing with rats or small vermin of people, but instead you decided to watch the film with us. And for that reason, we love you. Don't forget, we'll be back next week, both Friday and Saturday night, for a fun time. See you then. So, Andrew, with that nice shirt of yours, what are you doing after the show?
I'm going to have me some cheese.